Welcome to Battlefield 1. Wait, this isn't Battlefield 1. Oh, okay. These games all look the same to me. Welcome to Call of Duty World War One, World War Two. Yeah, World War Two. Yeah. So the Call of Duty World War Two beta is out. And I was able to actually get a chance to play it. No, I did not pre-order the game because a lot of people think it's like, oh, the only way you could pre-order it is if you you can play it if you pre-order it. I actually found a little way around that. So, if you guys want to try out the Call of Duty World War II beta, all you have to do, if you have a PlayStation 4 anyway, make a Hong Kong account, go to the PlayStation Store, and you can download it right there, and you can play it. And it's in English. So there you go. So you don't have to pre-order the game if you don't want to. Myself, personally, I haven't played a Call of Duty game since... Well, I haven't played a Call of Duty game and enjoyed it since probably Modern Warfare 2. And now, before you click off the video and be like, oh god, you're making a Call of Duty video, what's wrong with you, blah, 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 shut up. I'm just trying the game out. I want to see if it's good. Like, because right now, really, the only shooter that I really play is Overwatch. And there's a good reason for that, because I like Overwatch. It's got my waifus in it. This doesn't really have waifus in it, but I am curious to see what a Call of Duty game would be like now that I don't have to worry about stupid jetpacks and all that stuff now. It's like, you know what, hey, that flying across the walls and stuff, that worked in Titanfall, but let's be honest, nobody really liked that in Titanfall. No one really enjoyed that, so they're just like, hey, you know, they're saying they're going back to their roots. Back to the days when Call of Duty was fun and everything like that. So I'm just like, hey, if you want to go back to the days when Call of Duty is fun, how about you make a Call of Duty game that has that butt net code in it? But I will say this. So far, the game runs pretty smooth. I mean, it's a beta, so I mean, what are you really expecting? I've played one game before I started recording this, just to like get a feel for it and everything like that. And so far, not bad. I mean, it's a Call of Duty game, so I mean, at least control-wise, it feels pretty good. I'm playing the PS4 version, obviously. So I'm not using the controller that I'm particularly comfortable playing with, but it feels okay. Hanging out here with my soldier friends, you know, we're having a good time. Calling in a UAV. But yeah, I mean, graphically the game's not, you know, breathtaking or anything like that. I mean, it's like, you've seen one World War II bunker, you've seen them all. Not really too much to ride. What? I killed you. Look at this, look how many bullets went into it. Okay, apparently none of my bullets went into it. I saw the markers. I saw the markers, Call of Duty. You need to wipe away all the Mountain Dew off your screen. Ha ha ha! Remember, people who play Call of Duty drink a lot of Mountain Dew. But apparently, that's not the case for this game. It's not about Mountain Dew anymore. It's about hard liquor. Ah, crap! I was doing so good at the beginning of the video. Now I'm sucking eggs. Sucking eggs, boys and girls, sucking eggs. Anyway, but yeah, in all honesty, I mean, there's nothing really to write home about this game. Anyway, I mean, it's Call of Duty. I mean, what are you really taking from it? Are you expecting like to strike gold again like they did when Modern Warfare 2 came out? Probably not. I mean, it's just. Honestly, I see this as just like, hey, we're trying to do what our fans want us to do, but we're Activision, so we're not gonna really listen to you, but we're gonna try to give you what you're asking for. That's kind of been their like mindset for, I don't know, like the last couple of years. I don't know how long Call of Duty has been around, but my little pistol pea shooter didn't go to pew-pews long enough. But yeah, I mean, Myself, I don't really play a lot of the other modes in this game. Like, I know some people play, like, Ground War, Domination, and all that stuff. Myself, I usually just play Team Deathmatch, because... Sorry, I don't mean to keep clearing my throat, guys. I actually just recently got done with a stream not too long ago, and we did a lot of yelling. There was a lot of yelling. It was fun yelling, though. It was fun yelling. Yeah. I mean... It's pretty... This Call of Duty games are just pretty basic to me, honestly. There's like... we win! It doesn't really take a majority of like skill or precision or anything like that. It's just run, point, shoot, you win. That's it. That's pretty much it. And occasionally you'll have an 11-year-old call you the N-word. And that's really what Call of Duty's all about, right? Having 11-year-olds call you the most racist things you can. And then, you know, you go to the store, you buy yourself some Mountain Dew, you buy yourself some Doritos, you touch yourself to pictures of Jeff Keighley because he is the god of all video games, apparently, to the Call of Duty fans. And yeah. But hey, I mean, you get to be a girl in this game. That's cool. Now we'll see if Activision has the balls, yet the gonads, really. Like... Because here's one thing I've always wondered. This is not me taking shots at anybody. This is not me complaining. This is just me just thinking. What would it take? What would it take for Activision to make a Call of Duty game? To make a Call of Duty game and be like, hey, we want to make our Call of Duty game, but with this Call of Duty game, we want to do one thing we've never done before. And no, that doesn't mean listen to their fans, put proper netcode in the game, or even bring kill streaks back the way they should, you know, the fun ones. But hey, just out of curiosity, do you think they would ever allow a copy of their game to have a woman on the cover? Just curious. Because there was a long time Call of Duty games did not have any female characters in it. Like playable female characters. You never played as a female. Then over time they started bringing females into the game and they're like, okay, small baby steps forward. But do you think they'll ever get to that point where it's just like, yeah, we can put a woman on the cover of our game. We'll put a woman on the cover of our game and it'll sell. Because they're confident, because they're Activision, and they believe in that kind of stuff. Or they're just like, no, we're not going to put a woman on the cover, because if we do, that's going to make our sales tank. And we're not going to do that. But, you know, we sell a lot of them. We sell a lot of copies of this. Make sure you buy the season pass. Ow! I died again. But that's just one thing. I wonder if I'll ever see the day where there's a new Call of Duty game and there's a woman on the cover. And not like a sexy woman, not like one of those pin-up girls they put on the sides of planes and stuff. I mean like an actual, like, decked-out soldier that happens to be a woman. Because I'm not saying that a female soldier is any kind of different soldier. No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm simply saying... if they would put a soldier on the cover of their game that happens to be a female. I just wondered if they ever would do that. Because a good majority of their player base are females. A lot of girls play Call of Duty. A lot of girls think it's like, oh, it's the best shooter because this helps me connect with my guy friends. And, you know, anyway, I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole other discussion for another time. But, I don't need to see how I died, game. I hate kill cams. Anyway. But yeah, that's just a thought I've always had. I've always wondered, is like, would they ever do that? Would they ever bite the bullet and do that? So far, no, they haven't done that yet. Will they ever do it? Probably not. Because the head honchos over there at Activision is like, well, we already put girls in the game. Why do we need soldiers on the cover that are women? This is a man's sport. Esports. We only want hot chicks to promote the games at the booths. Blah, 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 Activision. Blah. That's not what Activision sounds like. I'm just being obnoxious. Sorry, Activision. I know that you own a little bit of Blizzard. Don't take my Overwatch away. I'm sorry. Why did that have a hubcap on it? That was a gun with a hubcap. That made no sense. But yeah, I guess honestly, the more I play this, the more I think, will I actually consider buying this game when it comes out? To be perfectly honest, probably not. I mean, for what it's worth, I'm not hearing racial obscenities. I'm not seeing any teabagging. I'm not hearing any of the annoying stuff that you would typically hear from a Call of Duty game. So that's I guess that's a step in the right direction. But again, this is only the beta. Not everybody has access to this beta. And I'm assuming once the full retail version of this game comes out, that might all change. And it'll get me back to where I was before. Because honestly, it's one of those things. I think it doesn't matter how much you like a game or how much you enjoy a franchise. The one thing, and I stand by this to the T more than anything, I think the one thing that can destroy a video game franchise more than anything is not the content that's in the game. No. It's not the way that the game is marketed at all. It's the community. I feel like the community is definitely one of those things that if not treated properly or if not handled properly, it's definitely something that could completely destroy the longevity of a franchise. I really believe that. And I've seen it happen many a time. I died again. I've seen it happen many a time. That's why some people I know refuse to play League of Legends. That's why some people I know actually refuse to play Overwatch. That's why I see some people refuse to get into the fighting game community, because the fighting game community is so, at certain times, it's so toxic that to the point where it's just like, I can't even enjoy a game that I like because of the people that associate themselves with it make it feel like it's only for these kind of people. And that's just a really bad way to look at things, man. It's like, if you like a game, you should be able to enjoy it. Just because there's a few doo-doo heads around there who like to feel like it's only necessary to just say mean things and just completely ruin an experience for everybody, it shouldn't be that way, personally, in my opinion. I think you should just have fun with the game. If you have your own opinions about it, fine. But sometimes you don't need to share that with everybody else. You know, take it in stride, enjoy the game, and just have fun with it. If you're gonna be an annoying, like, you know, like just inconvenience and irritants towards everybody else, then just avoid that, you know? You don't need that in your life. Just like, dude, they're video games. Their whole sole purpose for existing is to be fun and then have enjoyment in your life. And that's ow, shot in the faces. Different spaces in my face. But, yeah. I honestly don't know why I picked Call of Duty, of all things, to play while I discuss this, honestly. It's a weird topic to discuss, while in the same time, you know, just kind of thinking, honestly. Because that's honestly what I was doing. I was just thinking, oh God, why do you sit in the corner and not move? But yeah, it's one of those things, like, randomly sometimes I'll just have, like, these thoughts that I feel like talking about, and just, I'll more than likely, if anything, I'll just fire up a game real quick, and just start playing it, and then while I'm playing it, I just start, you know, having a little sense, a little bit of real talk, you know, little bit of heart to heart with you guys, because I feel like, you know, for whoever wants to listen to this, or whoever even has, you know, any kind of interest in hearing what I have to say, I think that would be, you know, that would be good for them. That would be good for them to be like, you know, hey, I hear what this guy says, and I can agree with his opinion, or hey, this guy sucks at Call of Duty, and he sounds stupid, so I don't want to listen to his video. Well, then, you know what? At least I'll say this. Thanks for clicking on the video, and thanks for giving me at least one extra view, even if you didn't like it, because that's all that matters, is my views, right? That's why we make content, not because we want to entertain or inform, we just want views. That's what it's all about. That's not what it's all about, guys. I hate to break it to you, it's not what it's all about. If you're trying to make this into one primary thing, where you're trying to make something out of it, other than just making something that you want to make because it's something interesting to you, then you're doing it wrong. Because once you start doing it that way, you basically just suck the life out of something that's really enjoyable. Which takes me back to the whole things about the games and just the community of people that it, you know, influences. Just have fun, enjoy yourself, play games, don't be mean to people, just love yourself, love each other, love games, just have a good time. So I guess that's pretty much it. You know, not really much more to talk about than that. But hey, Call of Duty World War II. Meh. I'll say this, I like it better than all the other crappy ones that have come out lately. So that's an improvement, right? But I guess I'll leave it at that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you do want to get a chance to play it, there you go. You know how to get it. Pre-order the game or just make a Hong Kong account on your PS4 and then just download it. And then you can play it. But yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully you learned a little something. So until then, guys, this was Call of Duty World War II Beta, if you want to call it that, and just a little bit of real talk. I've been Benchez. I love all your faces. I'll see you next time. See you later.